great day to you guys. I'm Mark and we are back with another video. Also, a happy new year to you guys. I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's Eve. But today we are going to be watching a video made by GIGGUK badly explaining the Fate series in 30 minutes. Oh boy, this is gonna be a wild one, I guess. If you guys want to check out the last video, I'll leave a link in the description below so you could check it out. Also, if you want to check out my other reactions, please do. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe to my channel. Also leave a like, show your support, share it to your friends, and leave your comments down below for more suggestions and recommendations for what you guys want us to watch. And we'll just start the video now.
The Fate series is one of the most expansive franchises in all of anime. In between all the games, anime, manga, light novel, visual novels, spin-offs,
there's a lot of them, guys.
For any newbie to try to get into. A little while ago, I made a joke skit called Trying to Understand the Fate franchise, based around how confusing.
Yep, I already watched it. You could check it out in the description below, guys.
It was based on many real-life conversations I've actually had with Fate fans trying to explain the franchise to newcomers. And every time that happens, I always hear, do you want the long
I saw
version,
Joey there.
do you want the short version?
What?
Because everyone asks for the short version, but even the short version for an outsider can seem like a convoluted mess of information. Thought you were going to give me the short version. This is the short version. But ever since I made that video, because no one ever actually asked for it, I've always wondered to myself, what is the long version? The Fate franchise fascinates me. Originally created by Kinoku Nasu, what started as just a single eroge visual novel is turned.
I always thought that Nasu was a girl before.
Person can wrap their head around. I mean, just look at all this shit. Can you see how many there is?
Yeah, look at them, guys.
So it can be easy to forget how and why people became.
There's more than 5, dude.
Many newcomers may even forget to ask, what is Fate even about? The basic premise revolves around a bunch of mages who can summon hello experts from Earth's real history or legends to do battle over the Holy Grail, a mythical wish-granting device in what is called the Holy Grail War. Basically, it's a bunch of mages spending all their V-Bucks organizing Fortnite,
Ultimate Fortnite, what? What?
Ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. God, I hope my audience.
My short explanation to that is like Hunger Games with masters and shit. What? Why? The background though. What?
However, the background and lore of the entire Fate universe is unimaginably
those thighs.
so much so that every single spin-off, anime, manga, novel, every single piece of Fate's media takes place in a coherent universe.
There's a Fate Requiem novel.
Grand timeline.
Novel.
Nasu's other works creating this grand universe known only as the Nasuverse. So you know what I thought would be a good idea? What if I tried explaining the entire Fate timeline? Keyword being thought, implying it was me in the past tense. It was a shit idea. Explaining all the Fate lore and timeline in detail.
This is going to be hard.
Hours. I mean, just look at some of these wiki pages. This isn't a wiki page, it's a fucking light novel. That time some slag at a pond threw a sword at me and I accidentally became the fucking king of England. So this is more like a
That's a light novel title right there.
The short, long version, or is it the medium? It's an excuse to justify all the countless hours I've put into this hellhole. Obviously, there is going to be spoilers, but I'm going to try and keep it focused on the lore and universe and where every series fits in the timeline, rather than what actually happens in any individual series. So, hopefully it won't spoil your experience too much if you decide to walk into hell with us. So,
well, at the very least, I don't mind spoilers.
Explaining all of Fate. It's not too late now, Garn. All we have to do is just...
Let's go through hell together, guys.
No one will ever have to know. You see that, GIGGUK? That was GIGGUK 3 months ago. I've been putting off filming this for 3 fucking months. Just
what?
Kill me now. Oh,
3 months.
This is my dissertation all over again. Hello and welcome to my TED Talk. To be introducing the Fate timeline, I'm going to be cosplaying the most powerful servant in the history of the Fate timeline. Steve Handjobs. But before we get to the Fate timeline, there are a few core concepts we need to bang out first so everything makes sense. Firstly is Akasha. See, Fate exists in this grand world of magic and mages where you can summon heroic beings from the past, present, and future.
I like the
Derives from Akasha. What is Akasha?
Okay, Akasha.
Akasha is this metaphysical place that exists outside of time and dimensions that is the source of all events and all the souls in all timelines. And I like using big words to make me sound smart. Basically, everything that's ever happened and everyone you know, you can thank Akasha for it. 2020 as a whole? Thanks, Akasha. The chat himself, Chub's Fortnite remix. Thanks, Akasha. The one time in class you thought you had a silent fart, but you ripped out a fat one and everyone heard it and stared at you, and your brain still reminds you about it every time you're about to sleep.
So
Fuck you, Akasha. So instead of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff,
it's just everything is related to Akasha, I guess.
Galaxy, diddly dimension, rickety reality stuff. Where every timeline and every reality exists at the same time, meaning there are no spin-offs, every fate is canon, life is aligned. Yes, that smutty dojin of Minamoto going ada on the order is canon in some timeline. You can't prove me otherwise. Are you with me? Good. This is important because the end goal of every mage in the Fate universe is to find a way to reach the root of Akasha. But GIGGUK, why do all mages want to find the root of Akasha? Well, I'm glad you asked, probably confused viewer.
Because any mage would want
Well, this would be a good time to
to
talk
achieve.
about the system that exists in the Nasuverse.
It's like
As we all know,
when people like to know more about space, right? It's the same with the magus in this series, like trying to find out what's about Akasha, I guess. So it's quite similar, I think, because Akasha seems to be related to everything around here in the Nasuverse. So yeah.
in this universe, mages exist and use magecraft, aka magic. Right? Wrong. Incorrect. Erroneous.
What?
Mistaken. I can't think of any more words off the top of my head. What are you, an idiot? Why would anyone assume that magic and magecraft are the same thing? Look at this guy. Typical man that can't tell the difference between magic and magecraft. No. You got magecraft, the weak sauce imitation butter. Ooh, I can't believe it's not magic. And then you got the Chad true magic. This is the top.
Damn.
This is the shit real mages want to use.
I don't fight for myself.
Damn. Yeah, there's a lot of mages that cannot use magic, true magic. There's a difference between true magic and simply magecraft.
The kind of shit Gordon Ramsay has to taste off and goes, finally, magic. But this premium shit
Shiro is the better chef, dude.
Once someone gets that magic, that path to Akasha is cut off, and then the magic can only be used by the direct descendants of that original mage. Basically, no one has real magic, and they're trying to get to the root of Akasha so they can stop using the peasant dollar store magecraft shit. Oh man, what if
Damn.
magic was just the power to create fate porn? But what stops mages from getting to this mythical place called Akasha?
By the way, all of those dojins are
The counterforce.
canon.
This is kind of like a safety mechanism that stops the world from going extinct because the Earth is actually alive and has a will, and don't worry about that right now. And the counterforce itself is made up of two parts. The collective unconscious will of humanity itself to survive, Alaya, and the will of the planet itself, Gaia. Online. Why is this important?
Gaia Online? Is that actually real?
Like being able to summon heroic spirits from Earth's history in order
Damn,
to
look at
defend itself, which
Medusa.
we call servants. Sound familiar?
I understood that reference.
So it'll intervene anyone trying to get to Akasha, aka the goopy galaxy timey-wimey place, and mages have to find a way around it. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Okay.
Good. If you're already confused, may I introduce to you the phrase everyone in the Fate fandom holds in the highest esteem as the holiest word.
Excuse me.
Don't worry about it. Why is the cast of Fate State Night sharing a nice wholesome meal instead of trying to brutally murder each other? Don't worry about it. How do reality bubbles work?
Don't worry about
Don't
it.
worry about it. What is the moon?
Don't worry about it.
No, please don't worry about it. Please don't ask me what the moon is. I'm not gonna fucking talk about the moon. To recap, you have
There's another story about the moon, guys.
reality place that every mage is trying to get to so they can use the top tier gourmet true magic. But the only thing stopping them is the counterforce,
Yep.
which they have to try and find a way around. Did you get all that? This is all the background information you need to know.
So yeah, it's like the counterforce is blocking the way, while Akasha is the end goal all Magus wants to achieve. Well, it's definitely like how astrologers are trying to find out more about space. So yeah.
Before we start the timeline. Jesus Christ, we haven't even started the timeline yet.
Who's this?
Originally, I wanted to visualize the timeline physically by having things stuck against the wall strung together with a string or something like that, like you see in that meme. But then I soon realized I don't have a wall big enough. So that's why I'm using the green screen. Definitely not because I want to rip off Nakey Jakey. Now, starting right at the beginning, before
What?
any mages, before any servants, before any Holy Grail wars, you have the Age of God. So yeah, apparently right at the beginning of Fate lore, there was this period of time where gods...
Oh, the Age of Gods. I don't know much about it in the Fate franchise, so yeah, let's understand this first.
History governed the law of the world, which I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Don't worry about it. Like, I just imagine in my head some ancient humans trying to let go of an apple, and physics tries to drop it, and mystery's like, no, 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 no. You do not do that. And then the apple...
We do not do that here.
But everything changed when the Sephir nation attacked. Or just Sephir. This next time period...
Sephir. I also heard about Sephir.
This titan called Sephir invaded and destroyed most of the world and was only beaten back by this mighty sword called Excalibur. After the attack weaken a bit, mystery starts to wane and physics is like, yo, is anyone gonna drop that apple? Which takes us to separation. So the gods are a little pissed that they can't go down to Earth anymore because they're so
Wait.
So they make Gilgamesh, who's 2/3 god. Because gods don't
2/3.
about maths apparently, with the intention of making him the keystone to connect the gods and the humans. Now, for anyone not familiar with the Fate verse, how can I explain Gilgamesh? You know that one meme, is this some peasant joke I'm too poor to understand? Well, imagine if that meme was reincarnated as a person. That's
What?
Gilgamesh. So yeah, he decides to rebel and the gods were like, no. This guy doesn't want to take orders from us? No.
That laugh.
He's joshing us right now. This is a prank. Come on, where are the hidden cameras? I'm on MTV Punk'd, aren't I? And
So does that mean Gil just hit puberty and okay. So he had he just had a disagreement, I guess, with his parents.
And so with that,
Or the gods.
aren't here with humans anymore. And thus begins the Age of Man. From the year 0 AD, the human population explodes, magic and magecraft is replaced with science, and most importantly, physics exists now, guys! Yeah! I was meant to buy a party popper, but I completely forgot to. Alan, can you
That looks definitely wrong, dude.
That's right.
Now that's not wrong.
Okay, remember?
Okay, let's go back.
Video when I said the Fate franchise was about this thing called the Holy Grail? Well, we can finally start talking about the Holy Grail. See, the Grail is touted as this omnipotent, magical, wish-granting device, and that's only partially true. See, around the 1800s, these epic magic gamer girls, called the Ironsburns family, figured out a way to the root of Akasha. That place that gives you true epic gamer magic. By using the Holy Grail to summon 7 heroic spirits and then sacrifice them, and using that mana to summon an even greater Grail called
The Greater Grail.
which has access to the root of Akasha. But of course, all the various magic gamer girls and boys couldn't agree on who would actually get access to this magic, so they decided to have a meeting to decide.
They fight it out.
The Gathering, or in Fate,
The Gathering.
the Holy Grail War, which finally leads us to the timelines to all the wars so far. Oh, I can't believe I flunked world history and I'm about to recite the entire history of some fictional war that okay, so you got like
Yeah,
the Grail War, which happened around
I also wasn't interested in history before.
H families, the Ironsburns, the Toesuckers, and the Matos couldn't agree on who could get access to the Grail. So they were like, guys, we've got a bunch of...
Were there a series about the First Grail War, or was it only mentioned? I know it was mentioned even in Heaven's Field, but I don't know if there's a series about it. Even a light novel series, I guess, or a VN. I don't know.
servants lying about Tournament Arc, Tournament Arc, Tournament Arc, Tournament Arc, Tour! This was hardly what you'd call an actual war though, and more like a 3 a.m. brawl.
What?
Ended because everyone got bored and time ran out. Then came the second Holy Grail War in the 1860s with the same parties involved, but this time everyone went a bit fucking mental because everyone died, nobody won, and future generations were like, wait a minute, do we need rules? What the fuck is a Geneva Convention? Then came the third Holy Grail War in the 1930s where the church gets involved because they're just like,
Church.
are you using the term Holy Grail? God, are we allowed to copy strike that? And everyone's happy with that because they can enforce the rules. So the church is like, all right, gamers, I want a fair fight. No going for the eyes, no kicking below the belt, and for God's sakes, no summoning any illegal servants. So then the Irons burn, summon an illegal servant. And so they get this totally new servant called Angrimayu, aka the Angry Mango, who's meant to be this super badass, ultra OP new servant that auto wins them the war, except
and ends up being the weakest.
And dies. And is literally so angry he gives the Grail food poisoning. Then we got the fourth Holy Grail War, which is basically just the events of Fate Zero. I'm not going to spoil what happens in it. And finally, we have the Grand Sugar Daddy that birthed everything we're talking about. The fifth Holy Grail War, aka the events of Fate Stay Night. Following Shiro fighting in it, using the power of friendship and fucking, mana transfer. And this CG dragon still haunts my nightmares. What's important here is that this war has at least 3 different timelines, because the original Fate Stay Night was a visual novel with 3 different routes. You got the Fate route, Limited Blade Words, and Heaven's Feel.
What's your favorite route? Mine was UBW, but I also like the 2 timelines, so yeah.
To put it more simply, you got the Saber route, the Best Girl route,
Best Girl route.
Stop using these for ear cleaning. They're even banned to use in
and the Sakura route with extra fucking, mana transfer. But it doesn't stop there, because next we
So he likes Rin best among the 3.
Takes place 6 months after the events that happened in there.
Oh, it's hollow.
You may be wondering which one of the 3 routes it follows, and the answer is
no.
yes. So
yes.
Fate Stay Night, Rin is doing some magic experiments, and she does a little bit of an oopsie, and completely fucks up the space-time continuum, merging all parallel universes together. And I know what you're thinking, this doesn't sound like a little oopsie, this sounds a bit more like a big oopsie. But it's all good because she looks great in thigh highs. So we're following this maid Lizette who was dead off screen in the original Fate Stay Night, and she's now alive along with Angrimayu, aka the Angry Mango. And they're stuck in a day-type time loop, living the same 4 days over and over, and she has to find a way to escape without fading from existence because she was originally dead, and I guess people die if they don't exist. Since most of this takes place in a time loop, this is basically just Fate.
He just had to sneak that there.
You can essentially just call it Fate Zero. And you know what? That's basically everything for the flagship Fate series.
Damn.
That was pretty simple, right, guys? What are we missing? But, of course,
there's still a lot
to fill this timeline in with all the other Fate media out there. So let's do the time warp again.
Damn, what's that? Fate Tiger what?
Alan, fucking cut that. Alright, so let's start with
I don't know about that one. Well, I guess he's going to explain.
Except when we get to the third Holy Grail War, where the timeline was like, you know what? Nazis. Because of course it's the fucking Nazis.
What?
So the Nazis join the third Holy Grail War, and instead of there being a winner, the Nazis steal the Greater Grail system. And so after that, a Transylvanian Nazi mage guy steals it from the Nazis again, and then I guess the Nazis go on to lose World War II as usual. Fast forward to the future, and somehow the entire world finds out about the Greater Grail system, and everyone and their dog tries to make a cheap imitation of it. And so because of this, the Transylvanian Nazi sorcerer
I don't know anything about Fate the Apocrypha, so yeah.
Great again. And so he makes the Great Holy Grail War. I shit you not, this is what it's called. And so now instead of 7 servants, you have 14 servants separated into 2 teams, red and black. That's right, it's a team deathmatch.
Team deathmatch. Team deathmatch. Team deathmatch. Team deathmatch. Stab it!
And so we get a season of red versus black, Mordred is hot, and a stealth will make straight guys
Mordred is hot.
and gay guys question their sexuality, and gay girls question their sexuality. And you question my life choices for spending $400 for a dick. That concludes the events of Hitler's Stay Night. Next on the menu we have
$1,000.
Did you see what I did there? This is, I think, just another alternate ending to the 5th Holy Grail War where
I like this one. I already watched this.
And playing volleyball and being happy, and this is canon, okay? They never explain where this takes place on the timeline, but I don't care. They're all happy. Akasha made it. It's canon. Like in my
It's
mind,
canon.
this is the reality when someone
Yeah,
tried
it's
to
canon.
write a visual novel, but got bored 5 minutes after reading words and then just left and never came back. And then all these characters are just sitting around having a gay old time waiting for the Holy Grail War to start. This is what happened. This is the reality where Sea-Dog VA tried to play Fate. Alright, so I'm just going to make a Fate Stay Night bubble, and then I'm going to put Fate Tiger Coliseum and Fake Unlimited codes in
Yeah,
the
I don't
bubble,
know
because
what
they're
are
like
those.
games
Oh,
that
it's
you can
games.
anyway, so I guess the
That's why I don't know about them.
Then we got Fate School Life, which is kind of like a slice of life spin-off in the Fate.
I'm gonna
Stay Night
try
universe.
playing
There's
those
also
games
characters
on
in
a
it.
live
So
stream
I guess it goes.
once.
Can you tell how I'm sure I am right now? Lord Elmaloy's Case Files. This is basically just CSI magic that takes place.
I also haven't watched this one.
Fate Stay Night, starring
The one with Waver.
Except Waver's gone from Daddy Step on Me to Step on Me, Daddy. Alright, now we get to the manly shit. Fate DJ Khaled, line of Prisma.
Manly shit.
Where Ilya becomes a magical girl. And instead of summoning servants, the magical girls can use these magical cards to channel the power of a servant. And also there's a magical talking wand, don't worry about it. Before I properly got into the Fate
What?
franchise, I thought this was just an unrelated spin-off that had nothing
What?
to do with the main universe.
Oh.
No, not only
Lazy
does
Red.
this directly diverge from the main timeline, but it has 2 separate universes within its own universe. It's a
What?
fucking Ilya multiverse. And the beginning of the Ilya multiverse
I
doesn't
also-
even have Ilya in it. Oh god, I love you so much, Fate, but you just don't make things
It doesn't have
easy.
Ilya?
Alright, I'm gonna try and do my best, so stick with me here. The first universe...
The title was Ilya Prisma, right?
Oath Under Snow, following this girl called Miyu, which is why we call this the Miyu-verse, because her name is Miyu and she's the child of God, don't worry about it. She's taken in by Shiro, and then they have another Holy Grail War, but not the usual Holy Grail War, but the Ainsworth Holy Grail War. Can you guess why it's called the Ainsworth Holy Grail War?
Because it's
Because it was
related to
very funny.
Ains.
Shiro then sends Miyu to an alternate universe, which we call the Ilya-verse, which is all sunshine and rainbows, where the 4th Holy Grail War didn't happen and Kiritsugu's Father of the Year. You got cute girls
Father
doing
of the
things,
Year.
Cute girls doing magical things, and cute girls doing each other. This is the universe where Season 1 and 2
Wait.
of Prisma Ilya happens, but then you have Season 3, which
What?
jumps back into the Miyu-verse. And if you think that complicates the timeline, how about this little knowledge of nuggets? So, in the original Fate
I'm confused.
Ilya is 18.
I already know that.
She's older than Shiro. But in the Ilyaverse, she's the same age as when the timelines diverge, which theoretically should make her the same age as she was in Fate.
Yeah.
But she's not. And the series makes it very clear that she is under 18. So which is it, Fate? Which is it? I need to know. You know, I would say don't worry about it.
The positions though.
I'm pretty sure the FBI are going to do that for me. Alright, moving the fuck on from the situation.
Damn, that was really
Also known as the Fate
strange.
Extra.
Oh,
This splits off from the Third Holy Grail War in the Angry Mango timeline, where all the world's mana dries up because some kind of event. So in the 2013,
so I guess global warming destroyed Earth.
all the mages turned into hackers.
Or in
and
that
tried to
case,
hack the
Angra
world.
Mine.
Supercomputer on it that was placed there by aliens that they found. And so inside this supercomputer moon, there exists this entire digital world.
It's the
And
moon
this
cell,
supercomputer
right?
Moon is hosting a virtual reality Holy Grail War because it's actually alive.
The moon is also alive.
I don't realize how ridiculous this sounds until I read it out loud. Don't worry about it. So yeah, it turns out the moon knows shit and you can hack the moon. And it also has Rin, Sakura, and Kirei from the original Fate Stay Night, but not the original Rin, Sakura, and Kirei from the original Fate Stay
Yeah,
Night.
I think I already know
Stupid.
that part.
They're just characters who look, sound, and dress exactly the same, but they're different. Are you worrying about it? Because I'm not. So you got the Fate Extra games, the Fate Extra Triple C games, and then you got the anime. Fate Extra Last Encore in its own separate timeline that takes place in the year 3000. And Rin's great-great-great-granddaughter. Just fucking Rin. Fate Granddaughter.
Just fucking Rin.
Oh god, you're not gonna make me break down Fate Granddaughter. Alright, Now we're truly in hell. So FAKEit is a mobile gacha game along with some anime adaptations where the first Holy Grail war never
Let's see how he
happened.
explains this
The world
shit.
is fucked for some reason, and you have got to travel back in time to various points in history to fix the fucking timeline. And every different timeline you fix is called Singularity. Basically,
Yeah.
imagine Fate Back to the Future, except there are like 7 sequels, all with different diverging timelines. And you're not trying to fuck your mum, you're just trying to fuck all the servants. Alright, so for simplicity's sake, I think it would just be easier if I just
But that
draw
never
out the
happened,
Fate
though.
timeline. And then here in its own corner, it's just Fate Prototype, which is Kinoko Nasu's original concept for Fate, where King Arthur's actually a guy? Get out of here with your damn historical inaccuracies. So essentially, this is just a non-existent project because the only thing that exists is a 12-minute trailer that was made purely for fan service. Which is
Yeah.
even more bizarre.
I
when you
also
consider
watched this.
Fragments of Sky Silver, which is the prequel to Fate Prototype. They made a prequel, a full light novel prequel, to a 12-minute commercial. Like,
Oh.
you really think Fate fans are that hungry for content?
There's a light novel of it.
A TYPE-MOON just sitting there being like, all right, Fate fans, open wide. Content. Give me anything. And then this prequel to a
Jesus
project that
Christ.
basically doesn't even exist has a side story called Fate Labyrinth. A side story! This is why Tsukehime fans are on suicide watch.
What? I don't even know that exists.
You can tell that line was written months ago because, yeah, where the fuck did this come from? And all this would be a completely alternate universe with no connection to the original universe, but I shit you not, one of the characters has a dream that connects this universe to the Fate Stay Night universe. Yep. It's literally canon by dream. Alright, I think we're getting close to the end. Next is Fate Strange Fake. This is a light novel series that takes place
Yeah.
after the Fifth Holy Grail War in America, where they do their own Holy Grail War.
America.
Purples and Blackjack, written by the same guy who did Bakano. As a recording, we don't know if this follows on from the main flagship timeline or is part of an alternate universe, but what we do know is that there's a servant called Watcher, and it's literally just a fucking whale in the sky. I'm sorry.
What?
I must have missed the legend where a fucking flying whale saves Earth. There's Free Willy
A whale?
legendary hero of history now. There's Fate
Is that
Pyro
Moby
Line,
Dick,
Tokyo
I
in the
guess?
1940s, Nazis are at it again, but this time so are the Japanese military. It's the third Grail War with seemingly no
Yeah.
reference to any of the Grails, and it's a manga drawn by the Demon Slayer mangaka. We got Fate Requiem. Not a lot about this is known right now because it's not been officially translated, but what we do know is that it's set in the future after some kind of holy
I don't know about-
somehow everyone has their own
Oh,
holy
this one?
grail. And also there's this new servant called Voyager, who I guess is the Voyager space probe, except I have no fucking clue how a space probe becomes a servant.
Yeah, I'm so dumb.
let alone a blonde Shota boy.
There
Let
was
alone
an
a
event in
blonde
FGO,
space
but
probe servant, and don't
yeah,
tell me to worry about it, 'cause
forgot
I'm
about
not.
it.
Can you see how much I'm not worrying about it? I am not worrying about it. But seriously, how the fuck? And finally, in a bubble within its own fucking dimension, is Carnival Phantasm, where all the
The
fake
best.
characters and other characters from Nasu's other works are just hanging out, I guess. Doesn't make any sense. I have no idea where this fits on the timeline. I think this is just a bubble reality where Akasha got fucked.
Yeah.
And that's it. That
Yeah.
is
Fate
the
Carnival, I heard a lot of things about Fate Carnival Phantasm, saw some clips on it on YouTube, and it seems quite fun.
Well, no. Originally, this was meant to be a grand video where it talks about all the funny and ridiculous things I found out about Fate lore as a whole. But when I started it, I kind of realized I'm gonna need 20 minutes just to explain the fucking timeline. So you know what? This may just be the first part in a multi-series lecture from hell. Because the worst thing about Fate...
So this is just the first part.
After going through all
Is
the
the
timelines,
second part already
the
done?
lore, after spending far too many hours consuming Fate's media and reading pages upon pages of wiki articles, it kind of makes sense. Oh god, this can't actually make sense to me. The entire timeline is actually the simplest part of Fate lore. Fate is just an all-encompassing whole that just gets darker and gloomier the deeper you go down. People wonder what's at the bottom of the abyss in Maiden Abyss. It's just the fucking entrance to the Fate hole. You want the real short version Fate newcomers? You watch either of these two, and then watch this, and then watch whatever the fuck you want. Or you know what? Fuck all this. Start with the spin-off series. Start with lesbian lollies kissing. Start with Fate MasterChef.
What?
Start with the doujinshis for all I care. Just ignore all the shitstorm going on in the comment section right now. The reality is, it doesn't really matter where you start. As long as it looks interesting to you, then go for it. The problem is,
Yeah, that's correct.
People who are obsessed with optimizing the perfect read and watch order, that they forget that if you enjoy the experience and it gets you into Fate, then who the fuck cares what order you watch it in? Because look, memes aside, the Fate lore may be a convoluted mess to unravel, but it is an awesome franchise. It's a series that can have amazing fights with balls to the walls action and magical moments that cut deep into your heart. And then Thomas Edison shows up as a lion. Because if you reach the end of this video,
That was so sudden.
and this is the video that's convinced you to give it a try. What the fuck is wrong with you? This got you interested in Fate? Oh god, why didn't you just listen to me the first time and go with the short version? You know what? Fuck this. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not
He's
doing this
done.
anymore. I'm fucking gonna go crazy.
Damn. Is it
You
done?
know what? I lied. This isn't even the long version.
This is the short version.
Guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you again to Honkai Impact for sponsoring me today. And also
Nice. That's what's so nice with.
to Ivido, The Walto, Pain Patchett, Eliful, Basil, and everyone else my patrons for supporting me for this month. But especially Garrett and Lucas for being my Fate gurus and guiding me through this hell that is the Fate hole. Honestly,
Okay.
I couldn't have done it without you two, so thank you very much for being my gurus, and thank you very much for helping me do the research for all the information I've put in here. And also, thank you very much to everyone on my Patreon Discord server for fact-checking this video before it went live. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if anything in this video is inaccurate or wrong, you can blame an entire Discord server for it. Something's still probably wrong though. And if you want to join the monthly calls where literally
Yeah. Just because you're correct doesn't mean you're right. Eh.
started in the first
Hey, Miyashiro.
on my Patreon. Or don't, please. You know,
Damn.
more people talking about Fate. But yeah, this video has been in production for way too long, mostly because the groundwork was done last year, and I really hope you enjoy the style of this video because it took a lot of work, and I don't know if you could tell, but I had really, really fun.
Good exercise.
Me and my editor have been putting off working on this video for so long because we knew how much work it would take. But yeah, as I said earlier, this probably won't be the only Fate video I put out because we've done way more research than what I've put into this video. So I hope you're excited for the next one because both me and my editor are really looking forward to working on another video like this. Right, Alan? Such a joker. Anyway, that's it for me.
Damn.
For updates, I've been GIGGUK, and I hope you enjoy the hell we're about to walk into. Because I'm not.
So that was badly explaining the Fate franchise in 30 minutes by GIGGUK. That was a great video. That was pretty long. I was confused at some parts, but all in all, great video. It made me laugh, it made me confused, and it actually made me learn some stuff. So yeah, I don't know if he made a second part, but I'll check it out if it does. So I guess that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this vid. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Please do leave a like to show your support, share it to your friends, leave your comments down below for more suggestions and recommendations. And we will see you soon in the next video that we will make. See you.